Ladies and gentlemen, the Adult Baby Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 177 of the Adult Babies Podcast. I am B.
I'm Trick.
And I'm Chris.
How you guys doing?
Welcome.
Fantastic.
Good. You doing all right, Chick?
Doing great.
Good, all right.
Now, let me tell you something. You missed a great show.
I know I did.
Let me tell you something. Thank you for everybody coming out. I was surrounded by all of the people I care for the most. All my friends and family. Everybody that means
such a fucking shot.
I'm sorry. What? Everybody that means something to me in my life in any way was there for my big night. So I just want to thank everybody that was there at my Croxley show this past Thursday. It just meant a lot. It meant a lot to have everybody that I truly love be there for me. So thank you guys for showing up. What? Did I miss something?
No.
No.
I'm glad everybody made it.
Yeah, every
Great show, though, truthfully.
I got a lot of people hitting me up wondering where I was, so I don't know how much fun they had.
Oh, you
with
weren't there?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I like how you told people that I was supposed to do your door and then, bailed on you.
Who did I say
When
that
you told
to?
me, you said that, and I got that from people. But
No, we
you
said
told
it on the
me,
show.
Yeah, he told me on the show that he has a door person. He doesn't need me. And then my brother was coming home.
I
which
didn't think
haven't
that meant
seen.
you weren't going to be there, though.
Well, the only reason why I was coming is because I had something to do. And then when I realized my brother was coming home the same night, I haven't seen him since.
Wait, the
before
only reason
COVID.
you were coming to my show is because I gave you work to do?
That's not the only reason why I was coming to your show, but that's the only reason why I was going to your show this night.
Wow. Okay.
I had my brother coming from Florida.
I was literally doing that, all right, so you could do something. You don't pay for a ticket. This is how you do it.
I would normally go. I've been to Croxley shows. My brother was coming in. I haven't seen him since before COVID with my nephews.
All right, I get it.
And it was only in for 5 days. I hung out with them every day.
All right. Interesting. But, yeah, no, thanks for everybody else.
I don't feel
I know
you can do
you
to
don't.
guilt me about it.
I know you don't feel bad. That's the sad thing about you. You don't. It means nothing to you. And that's, I know where our relationship is now. I can see it. I know who he is as a person. And that shows a lot. He showed his true colors.
Family first.
Family first. That's who he is.
Not the
That's
Adult
who he is.
Babies family.
He's not my family. No, that's it. But thank you, Chris. Thank you for showing up. Honestly, it was a...
No, thanks for giving me Chick's ticket.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't give you... I did... Thank God other people... Because I do buy a ticket for you.
You didn't tell me you bought me a ticket. You told me I was working.
It's fine. It all goes to me anyway. So, but I
bought
did.
his own
That's
ticket.
such a fucking... It all goes to me anyway. So did you buy me a ticket?
I did buy you a ticket, but thankfully other people showed up, so I was able to throw them on. What I do is I have a set of tickets for you guys, the guest list, I guess, but I still have to buy them just to here. This is what. So yeah, I did buy you a ticket, and I was able to give it to somebody else. But
No harm, no foul.
no harm, no foul.
The fact that you're trying to guilt me when
I'm not
I
trying
haven't
to-
seen my fam since before, my nephews since before COVID.
I'm definitely not trying to guilt you. I just now I know who you are.
That's not even a true statement, though.
Oh, it is.
It's my family than you.
All right. Thanks for putting me second. Wow.
To family.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow, Chick.
Wow, Chick.
Wow.
Yeah, I'd like to
But
see
anyway.
what happens if Liz or your parents had something, people have given you kidneys, and you're going to pick me over them.
A lot of times I do, but that's besides the point. But so anyway, stop. I'm really not trying to guilt you. I know you had something to do. I was disappointed you weren't there.
I was disappointed.
It does mean a lot to have like friends there. So I don't want to say hurt, but I was upset that you weren't going to be there. No, it's true because it's all new stuff that I like to.
and I want to hear the new stuff.
Yes.
And can I make you jealous? Best set I've ever seen him do.
Oh, that's good. I'm
Thank you
happy.
very much.
Truthfully, the best set I've ever
Thank
seen
you.
you do.
Thanks.
So good.
I appreciate
How
that.
was your opener closer?
She killed.
Nice.
She was unbelievable. She went up early, and I was like, it was kind of a dead room.
Did she kill everybody else going after her?
People picked it up. They were able to,
All right,
pick it
good.
up. But yeah, no, she, Yeah, what do you think, Chris? You were
She crushed it.
Yeah.
I mean, to open the show with the headlining set, she
Yeah.
crushed it.
Yeah, I think it took people a few minutes to be like, and then
Yeah.
finally, once they did, people were. There was a person in the front row that was crying.
Oh my God, she was so funny.
Yeah,
She was so undeniably
which
funny.
I've never seen. Like at those shows, like people are always good, but then there was a few people that like she was like, "You're crying, you're losing your mind right now." I mean, it was great.
Yeah,
You
she
would have
was
really
hilarious.
liked her.
I
And
would have
then-
loved the whole show.
You would think so. I was worried about the same thing, that like the people following her would have had a really tough time.
Getting everybody back.
But Steve Perillo, who followed her,
Shout out to Steve Rocco Perillo,
He
took the
crushed
bullet
it.
spot there.
he took the bullets and he crushed it with that.
Yeah, thank you, Steve. Steve's like, Steve is. I was talking to Chris earlier.
Steve's the one, if I remember correctly, just because I'm trying to put a face to it. He's the one who has that Kinnison look to him.
Yeah, he wears a
He's
trench
the
coat.
Undertaker.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mascara, the whole deal, you know.
Yeah.
But
He shows up for it.
yeah,
The man was wearing a winter jacket. It was like 90 degrees out. He was wearing a winter
Oh.
coat.
oh yeah, he commits. He commits. But yeah, I was talking to Chris
With
earlier.
the sleeves rolled up, by the way.
I know. Yeah, he's got like cutoffs. I was talking to Chris earlier about him. Like he was the only guy to follow her, to like he just was able to take it. He's a veteran Long Island comic that's able to do that. So yeah, I honestly it was a great show. I can't say enough. Thank you guys all for showing up. And I don't mean that again. I'm just busting your chops. But thank you that the people that did show up. It was a lot of fun. I closed it out this time. I finally got the nerve to close it out, and I did like almost 20 minutes. So
Nice.
felt good. Yeah, I got a decent video that's in the dark, but hopefully Chris could figure that out.
Yeah, we're going to work on that.
He's going to have to make a new video.
I know.
He's just going to put one of those fake backgrounds and plug your silhouette in it.
I know. You know what it is? It's that room is it gets dark
It's real
at
dark.
the end of the night.
Yeah.
So my buddy Kyle taped and he had a great camera. Everything was good. So by the time like the last few comics went on, I was in the dark. And it's hard. In the room it's fine. It's I think it looks cool in
Camera
the room.
doesn't pick it up,
But
though.
the camera doesn't pick it
Yeah.
up.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was one of those another great night, and I don't know. I was very happy. Let's say stressed the entire time because I always do.
That's my favorite thing about going to your shows
I know.
is
He
watching
runs around
watching
like-
him just in
Running around like
full-on
a
panic
lunatic.
mode.
Yeah,
Because then he can't.
He's running around. He's got envelopes. Like he's
yeah. I
and
have.
he's so not good at handling it, and I love it.
Hey, it works every time.
It does. It works.
Every comic seems to be satisfied. They get paid. They get their stuff, and it goes well. But I do freak out. I freak out. I'm like,
It's a large show.
yeah,
You
there's a
pack
lot
out
of people
full
coming
room.
in.
There's a lot of people. You get legitimate comics.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all comics that you think are funny.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I don't like the way you said
you
that.
pay
I
them.
think are funny.
that you think are funny.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So whatever. How are you doing? What were you up to this weekend? You had a lot of family stuff.
Well,
Check.
my brother came from Florida. Now my parents have seen him, but me and my other brother and my nephews and all the little cousins haven't hung out in probably like a year and almost 2 years now. Probably it might have even been full 2 years. It was before
Wow.
COVID.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean we've talked to him, but we haven't seen him. And
Now, is this your brother that I spoke to about his radio show that one
Yes.
time? Okay, cool. Seems like a nice guy.
yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
good people. And I was hoping to get him on the show. It just didn't work out. But
Oh, that's right. He was.
we
gonna,
could.
Oh, shit, we did
No,
talk about
there
this.
was no way we were gonna do it.
Okay.
No?
So I'm gonna hope.
Let's get him on a Zoom.
Well, he might be back in November, so
Okay.
Oh, okay,
All right.
awesome.
that would be. But then we were baptizing my two nephews,
Yeah.
so that's why. I mean, they came in to see us and to baptize his kids, and yeah, it was a fantastic weekend. We were hanging out in the pool, and just me and my 4 nephews, my 3 godsons now. So it was just a
That's
lot
great.
of family hanging out, and it was great to see them, and I had a ball.
Awesome, man. Glad to hear
Just
it.
a lot of poolside chilling. Although it is interesting watching older kids get baptized.
Oh wait, how old?
Oh,
were
wait, what?
Well, they're not like old, but they're.
Are you guys like born again Christian?
No, my brother
dip you in a pool? Is
originally
that what you
didn't
mean
get
by
them
poolside?
baptized, and then he just decided to do it as they got
Oh.
old. Yeah. It
Oh,
was just,
so it's a Catholic thing?
well, he just wasn't.
No,
he
I'm
wasn't.
curious.
We're
You
not.
guys
We're
are
not
like-
really proud. Like me and my brothers, I mean, even we don't practice. You know.
No, clearly. I'm wondering
Yeah.
what church was it though? It was a Catholic church.
It was a Catholic church. I'm sorry.
No, I don't really practice. You
you
wouldn't guess it by knowing me.
I thought you were just curious why they.
No,
haven't
I was
been,
curious
It just
what
wasn't like
the
a
church.
priority.
I didn't know that
Right.
the Catholic Church like dunked old kids in the thing too.
Well, they don't really dunk them. They kind of pour it over their head. Like it was interesting. But they
Isn't
were
that
7
weird?
and
Shouldn't
like
they do that
3.
for the young kids?
Well, because I know someone who's an ex-Mormon, and they're like they get baptized at 12.
Real.
And they go in like lakes.
They go in like lakes or pools, and they dunk them in the pool.
Well, we could have probably done that if we really wanted to, but we just did it.
It's a little much, though, huh?
It's a bit much.
That is.
It's
a
an
lot.
unnecessary to do.
Yeah.
I was joking around with them that we should have, brought them to like the beach, and baptized them in like Tobey.
That's a
dressed
total
like a
chick
priest.
move. We're gonna baptize you in Tobey.
You get the robes.
Listen, I could baptize. I'm an ordained minister.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
I just
Why
it
are
just
you
w-
an ordained minister? Who
because
asked you to do their wedding?
The whole thing was my buddy and his wife told me if I got ordained, because they got married early and they didn't really have like a ceremony.
Right.
So I forget what anniversary number it was approaching. It might have been 10. And it was, if I get ordained, they would renew their vows and do like a thing where I would marry them. And they said they didn't think I would do it, so I did it. And then they wound up never renewing their vows. But the whole
You never did. I thought you
Every
did.
once in a while, a chick surprises
they weren't. I still want to do it for them because they're the reason why I did it.
Oh,
But
I thought
they,
you did.
they
do
never it was just like, they didn't think I would do it, and I was like, boom, I'm
Yeah.
ordained. But you're up.
it. That's hilarious. Finally, one time you did.
I was gonna
something,
say because you
and
can almost bank on him not doing
Yeah,
it.
they were like. Well,
I
he's
just had to
not
go on an
gonna do the
online
work.
class, and it was just like you basically filled out like a form in
How fast? What? Were
10
you?
minutes.
Oh,
No
all right.
shit, really?
That's how easy it was. And
You
then
could like marry me and
Hey,
Chris.
you're ordained though, right?
yeah,
No.
but
No?
it's
I
just
feel
not
like you would be
recognized by
ordained.
any like.
I'm not ordained. Why would I be ordained?
I feel like you.
I've just
can.
done a lot of best men speech
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Best men
speeches.
But no, I don't. It doesn't get recognized by anything other than this like universal
okay.
life, whatever the fucking ordained ministry is that I did it through.
Yeah. What? Okay.
But so I mean, yeah, in theory I could.
If I ever get married, I would definitely want you
I'll do it in a
to
second.
marry me.
I would love to.
Does it run out?
I'll redo it if I had to. It was so easy.
It probably
that,
cost like $4.
No,
Yeah.
it was $50. I remember.
You made them pay you back, right?
No,
Really?
because they didn't make me do it. They didn't think
But
I would.
had you done the vow renewal for them, would you have made them give you a $50 check?
No.
I
Doing their
charged
renewal,
55.
doing their vow renewal was enough.
It was an honor for you to do.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I
like
never
that.
understood vow renewals.
I think it's nice for people to, I guess, to profess their love.
I get it more when they're like old and have
Yes,
kids and
I get it
grandkids,
too.
and it's almost like a party.
Yes. I don't get it within, like
Like your
20
age, though?
years.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
They never had a wedding, though. That's why.
Oh, okay, different.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right.
I don't know if they had a small, but the friends, nobody was really invited. Like, it
That's
wasn't,
different.
That's why we were talking
That makes
about
sense.
it.
Okay.
I almost get a vow renewal as like it's like sort of like a family reunion, but we're also doing this.
Unless the couples had some trouble and they wanted to, like.
No, even less so then.
No, but I get it if it's a
no.
way for them to, like.
Then do it yourself, though. But then everyone in the family knows
Well,
your troubles,
that I agree
and
with.
then they're all sitting there like,
no,
I know what you
That's
did.
true. That's
Yeah.
true. I didn't think about it like that. Like, you're trying to make this work.
They have the vows
Usually
coming
that's
out,
what kids come in.
and the guy in the third row is like, "This is bullshit."
I love when people think kids are the answer to their marital troubles.
No,
how
they're
many people
definitely
do that?
not. I know a lot of
People
people
do
that do
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we were having
do that
trouble
with everything.
because they think the kid is going to make them, like, closer. And
Yeah.
all it's going to do is make you hate the other one more.
Yeah.
No, it's stressful.
It brings on stress.
Why would more stress help you
That's
ever?
what I was going to say. It brings on extra stress. And now you have to watch somebody who you already don't like take care of your kid.
And there's no way you approve of how they take
That's
care of
my
the kid.
point. That's
If
my
you already
point.
hate them,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you already
Like
hate
really
them,
that?
everything
yeah.
you do, like, well, maybe if you weren't such a shitty mother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that could get ugly.
Yeah.
That could
No,
get
it
real
could.
ugly. Mm.
I never
He's got your anger. He's got your
Yeah.
anger.
Yeah. Look at him talking back. I wonder where he gets it from.
Oh, God. Ugh.
But that's why I never understood people who actually think like a kid is the answer to their relationship.
I don't think that they're thinking it. I think it's like, it's so hard to get divorced. Like mentally hard, but also there's like a lot of legal shit that goes into it. I think they're just like, maybe
I think a lot of people
maybe
get
we just
caught up in
have a
that.
little kid. Like we just have another
Yeah.
one. Why not?
Maybe we just go deeper
Can't get
into
worse.
this whole.
Yeah. I think a lot of people get caught up in the legal stuff and the money.
I
and
know
just like,
someone,
we can't. Why would we can't get divorced?
Someone I used to work with.
If you don't make a ton of money, you know what I mean.
Oh, I
both
hear
of you
you.
screwed.
Here's a story. Someone I
most
used to
people-
work with. This woman, she's like 55. Married, had 3 kids right off the bat when they first got married. They've been separated since they were in their 40s. Cannot afford a divorce. Guy was like a crackhead.
Even like a mutual divorce, they can't afford.
Well,
where
he
it's-
won't do it
Oh,
because he was like a crackhead.
I got you.
So
He wants
won't
half.
do it. So it's like she's just stuck. She's still married to this guy technically.
So she
Yeah.
can't even get married if she wanted to.
She can't. She's
Legally.
like fucked financially, like all this
Yeah,
stuff.
it
It's
does.
a big.
It's an
a big
issue.
It's an issue.
But
yeah.
you know what? Like that's the issue. That's why I think people get married too quick, because then they stay together because of the stress of breaking up. Because it's no longer just like I got to move my stuff out of your house. It's actual.
I always think that a lot of people get married. Like if you were with the same person that you're with around, it's just it ends up and it's not true for everybody. I have to preface that, but like a lot of people, a lot of bad marriages.
last person standing.
It just seems like it's like all right, well I'm dating this person at this time in my life that I'm supposed to get married to. If I was dating them when I was 17, this relationship would be over in 3 years.
I love the couples that break up, get back together, and get married.
What do you mean?
Like they've been together for a while, they have a breakup, then they like
date other people?
Well, not really. It's like and then they get right
It's
back
the,
together.
It's the friends thing. We were on a break.
And no, but then they think like, oh, we talked it out. We're gonna get married. Like
Yeah.
you go from barely having a normal
No, you gotta test
relationship.
that shit out.
See, I feel like
People just don't want to be by themselves. I stick to that.
There is a thing.
not me. I
though.
love it.
But some
Does that
people
mean I'm screwy? I
But
don't
no,
know.
that
one
means
point
that
you
we.
weren't that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but
We
but then
kinda
I
grown
saw it and I was
accustomed.
like,
Exactly. When you get this old like us and you're single,
You almost passed the hump.
You did.
Yeah.
That stage where it's like I got to get married or find someone, and then once you get over that hump, you're like, I don't know how I would acclimate my life to somebody now.
Yeah.
Like I'm so used to being single
that is
that it's a bigger issue to bring somebody into it.
that's a big problem for me. Yeah.
But people just and I'm there too right now. Like there's so many things that I do now that I'm like, ugh, I don't want I wouldn't want to give up.
yeah.
And I just think that people are scared to be alone a lot. This is not everybody, but there's a lot of people out there who they think about like when I'm older, I don't want to be by my, and they just fucking
Right.
stick with. They'd
Yeah.
rather be miserable with whoever they're with or settle than be possibly alone when they're
Right.
older.
I think there's a lot of that. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
there's way
Yeah.
tons of that.
I'm starting because I'm hitting the age where people I know are getting married,
Yeah.
and some of them I'm like, you really don't like each other that much.
Yeah, it's like you didn't like each other. Like I've hung out with both of you,
Yeah.
and you always complain about each other, and now
Complain
you're
about
getting
each other.
married.
And like, I got this one friend who's getting married in.
Don't pick the month because now he's gonna know you're
I
talking
know,
about him.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
just getting married.
I'll be back for this wedding.
Yeah.
So,
I think that narrowed it down anyway.
his
Chris' friends
girlfriend
don't
is
listen to our podcast.
a couple of them do.
Oh, okay.
His girlfriend is she's every time she's around it, she's insufferable,
Yeah.
and she like yells at him.
To you guys or him?
To him. And I
Okay.
feel really bad for him because she like yells at him.
There's always that one person who gets abused by their girlfriend.
And it's like, dude, I'm like, dude, what's she's yelling at you like that?
Right.
Like, and you're just
It
cool.
sounds crazy.
It sounds nuts.
To play a little devil's
And he's
advocate,
only
I am on
26.
what you guys are saying, but there also are a lot of couples that are
that's
probably
their dynamic.
and they're probably
Oh,
great.
totally.
Like when I don't see them, it's like when I see them, are they in their best? It's like they're probably great. Like a lot people just need
But
somebody
if
to
you-
watch Netflix
But
to at
if
the end of the night.
if you're only good with somebody when you're behind closed doors, and then the moment, like, is it going out in public with them a
Here's
part
what
of
I'll
it?
say. I would never have an argument with Kira in front of her friends. and she would never have an argument with me in front of my friends.
Is
I
that
love
why?
that too. I like people who actually have control over their relationship, where it's
Well,
like
it's not even control.
well, they
it's,
both know
it's
a
respect.
place.
It's mutual respect.
Well, some people just like to have blowouts in front
Chris
of
takes his
everybody.
girlfriend to another country to argue with her. He's like, we can't be
Yeah,
around
exactly.
anybody.
Yeah,
We're going
you
to
have to get
Serbia,
as
and I'm going
far
to tell you
away
how I
as
real
possible.
feel. Oh, man.
When Chris comes back next time, he's gonna be like, "Where's Kira?
I left her there.
I left her in fucking Slovenia."
She's in the Eastern Bloc. I blocked her.
You want to know what's funny? This Olympics, just speaking of countries, is the least watched. They're saying the least watched Olympics
Well,
of all
because it
time.
Yeah.
sucks. Have you watched any of it?
But I think it's a mixture of they're saying it's a mixture of people not wanting to watch because of all the political bullshit, like people not wanting to stand, and people just sick of it, sick of athletes.
The political shit in the Olympics isn't new, though. There's always something.
Oh, I
like
agree that
Yeah.
it's not new. That's why. But I think that they're just saying that people in today's day, it's such a crossroad where people are just like.
You know what I think?
Politics
It's
It
got
wasn't like
people's-
the guys in the '68 Olympics with the fists, where
Right.
people weren't thrilled, but they still. Like,
It's kind of
people
the
now are
same
turned
thing,
off.
though. I think it's just people's reactions are different.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
are
People's
just so
reactions are so different
People
now.
are
because-
so
reactions
sick of
are
it now, where they boycott things. It's like I'm
I
not
like-
watching.
I-
the
Well, not only are they
Olympics.
sick of it, they're also lunatics and going. So there's people that are sick of it. There's people that are like, all right, I can't stand this because they stand for this, they kneel for this, whatever it is. It's like this issues all over the place.
Yeah, and
we have too much access to each other.
There's too much.
Ugh.
It is.
It's
We-
everything.
we-
It's
let's
like,
stop
why-
doing a podcast.
Why
We
do
can't-
I care?
people don't need to hear any
Why do I
opinions.
care what the football players' politics are? I
Yeah.
don't care.
I don't
at all.
care.
That's
I don't.
what, and it
And it
always
doesn't matter.
And that's what I was just gonna say. My whole thing was always that no matter what they did, I just didn't care. Who
cares?
Nothing they did
I know people
bothered
who
me.
boycotted the NFL for 2 fucking years after the Kaepernick thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, great. You missed
Yeah.
out on
Yeah,
great
you
football.
didn't
Yeah,
do
the
anything,
only
by the
thing
way.
that you're hurting is if you do enjoy it is yourself.
You're hurting yourself. You missed out on great football for 2 years.
Yeah.
The Olympics, I was just surprised that they're saying that they're so low because it's on a time where there's actually a lot of good TV around
It
right now.
should be good right now. People
But you would
should,
think
like,
it would be booming
I
right
think,
now.
I think
Yeah.
there's 2 things happening. Besides the political shit, it's on at 5 in the morning.
But it always
it's
has
always
been.
been
Right,
weird
no, but the
times.
events are on at 5 in the morning, but you can get all the results on your phone the second you wake
Yeah,
up.
but
That's a
that's
good
always
point.
been that
No,
way.
that
But
has
it's
been
really
that way
hard
for a while.
to watch
but
competition when you already know what happens.
And
You're
I
right.
agree with you, but
I have a hard time with that.
I think there's been a ton of Olympics in time
Yes.
differences
there
that have
have
been like that.
but it's now we
a
have it
little
more
extra.
than ever. We have results more.
I
and
think the results are
You
there.
can't get
So
away
the
if you're
last
on
Olympics
Twitter.
were 5 years ago. Twitter is a totally different thing
It
than
is.
it was 5 years ago.
He's
Well, I
right,
guess
and we
the
had
Summer
access,
Olympics,
but
whatever.
now it's so in our face. It's to the fact where our phone will light up.
Like
and tell
usually,
us.
I
can't
will
miss
look
it.
for certain events and be like, I want to watch this, this, and this, and make sure I watch them.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about watching the
Me
Olympics.
neither.
I think a second thing that happened, though, it's the 2020 Olympics in 2021. It's the same thing that happened with the Euro Cup
Yeah.
in soccer. It's like people are almost
Yeah, but everybody
just like,
loved the Euro Cup was a fucking boom.
but it's still ratings-wise
did
It
it?
wasn't for
didn't
me.
crush as much, and the games
Is that a fact?
the games that didn't have fans did less well.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I read that somewhere. Don't quote me on that, but I read it somewhere.
That's actually interesting to me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
Now, these
Most
Olympics-
people I knew were watching that, so like I didn't. You know how you kind of can gauge,
Yeah.
like off
No,
of your
but-
circle, like
Yeah.
And I
people
agree.
are watching. People are watching.
Yes, I
No
agree.
one I know is like the Olympics aren't being taught. There's nobody like. Did you see that event? Like
I
I'm
used
not
to-
hearing about it at all.
Dude, even like gymnastics is fun to watch.
It is.
Like that's one of my.
It's
Well,
fun.
the U.S. kicks ass too.
Unfortunately,
There's
Simone
no
Biles
one
is out now.
there.
What's going on with Simone Biles?
I don't know about that.
Is it's a mental thing?
I don't know.
I
She's not
haven't-
in it
I haven't
You
formed
didn't hear
an
this?
opinion
No,
yet.
I didn't
oh,
hear this.
God.
Oh, what do
this
you-
has been the news all day.
because that's what I said. I haven't been following what happened.
So
Oh.
she dropped out. At first they said it was due to injury, but then they came out and said it was a mental thing.
Yeah.
Like an anxiety,
Like
or-
an
She said
anxiety.
it's too much for her mental health.
It's too much
whatever.
pressure.
Yeah.
Which I don't know.
She's already like a
I don't know how I
legend, though.
feel
That-
about
that-
that, to be honest.
But
with
you know what, dude? I get what you're saying, and I'm not one to poo-poo someone's mental
No.
issues
Yeah.
because of my own. How do you not like? How does that come up now?
Now?
Here's my thing.
I don't
and,
know.
Like, you
and
know
I'm
what
with
I'm
you.
saying?
I don't want
Yeah.
to. I mean, everyone. Mental health is really important, and I get that.
We deal
But you
with it
are-
on a weekly basis.
That's what I'm saying.
You
though.
are in the Olympics, though.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know.
It's stressful.
You would think
And
at
you
this
would
point.
think at this point it's I put in all this work. I
and she's
put
been
in,
through it.
That's
She's
what I'm
been- I was gonna say,
saying.
like-
I've been here before. All this. That's why I'm curious what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And she's been practicing for how many years?
I'm
That's
a big
like if
fan of her.
Messi before the Argentina game was like, I'm not going to play though because I'm stressed.
having a bad day.
I'm having a bad day.
Yeah. But we
mental
don't
health
know.
is very
There could be
important,
something
but
that is
I
like,
think,
oh.
and that's what I'm saying. I think there's got to be more.
It's gotta
It
be
doesn't
more than
seem-
that, right?
It doesn't seem right. She also doesn't seem like somebody who's not a
she's been
person.
strong this whole time.
She's
about-
a superstar.
And
like
yeah,
she's incredible.
She's a superstar. She went through that whole wasn't she a part of the
Larry Nasser?
that
I don't know
whole
if she
shit?
Oh, I'm
was
not
she?
sure.
But she was with those girls.
must
it's
have.
her
Yeah, I guess.
generation. Like
Well, it's a weird,
you would think she's been through all of this, and this is her second Olympics.
But my thing is, it's her second Olympics. She's already there.
That's why I think there's something.
That's where
going
I'm like,
on.
what is
I
the?
don't know.
This is one of those things that's going to come out later. That this
It's
is
totally
why.
going to be
Probably.
that. Yeah.
Because this is not, and if it is a mental thing, there's more to it.
Yeah, whatever it is, it sucks for the Olympics because that was the one person I was banking on.
I
watching.
love watching
She has
the
been
US
the
girls.
superstar of all of Team USA this whole time. She's in
she's
like
a
Uber
legend.
Yeah, that other
commercials.
girl who's supposed to be
Yeah.
awesome, but she gets a bad rap because she's too not formal in it. That girl who blew up with that one performance
I'm not
where
sure.
I even
Oh, I
saw
don't
it.
know.
It was all over Facebook.
What, she was too sassy for the Olympics?
That's what I'm saying. Like she was dancing and like had a lot of sass in it, and I don't know. I forget her name.
I'm not
I want to say
positive.
it was a college competition. That
Are
she
you
did
talking
it.
about the gymnastics stuff?
Yeah, it was a
Oh, okay.
gymnastics, a floor routine, and the girl was like dancing on the floor, but like destroying it, and she was like the it girl for that. So
I don't
was
know
just
that.
curious if I thought I heard something about like she wasn't on the team and should have
Maybe.
been or whatever. I don't know. I could be completely
I'm not
wrong.
positive with that one.
But the girls kick ass in gymnastics.
They're the best.
I love
When else-
watching volleyball. I love
See,
watching
volleyball
the
I don't watch.
gymnastics.
I watched volleyball the other night.
and the track.
I don't
love
fully
watching the
understand.
track.
Track is
Track
fun.
I like, yeah.
I'm so pissed about Sha'Carri Richardson. Still,
I don't know. I
What
don't know
happened
that.
with him? I didn't hear anything.
Her.
Her.
she
What happened with him?
she
Her, it's all the same.
I
these
might have
days.
mispronounced it, but she was the one that she was the favorite for Team USA.
Yeah.
Great story. Everything got popped for marijuana.
Oh, that's right.
okay.
Her. I
I'm
know you're
still
talking
You
about.
just had to say the girl that got popped for marijuana. You didn't have to throw us off
she's
with
got
her
a name.
Yeah, she's got a name.
Yeah, she sounded like a cornerback from the Seahawks the way you explained it. Sha'Carri. Is that a real name?
Maybe it's Sha'Carri. It's one of the two.
It's something.
It's
Who
tough.
knows?
But
Us three idiots don't
there's
know.
certain
No.
things that I would enjoy watching, and I don't have any desire.
I like
Yeah.
the Winter Olympics a lot because they do the thing where they ski and then shoot. You know what I'm talking about? They ski and then stop and shoot a target.
Oh, those triathlon things that they do. I know what you're
I
talking
like
about.
curling. Curling's fun.
Yep, curling is
Curling.
great.
Yeah.
Curling's great.
The basketball team's a joke this year.
Yeah.
They lost to France.
But has anybody really watched the
I don't
basketball?
care,
in
but here's
here?
my thing. I don't want to listen to people like embarrass USA. Durant, Damian Lillard, all these stars should not lose to France.
So
They lost to Nicholas
no
Batum.
one follows the basketball team.
And Frank Nicolina.
But the USA should win basketball. The same way they should win
Exactly.
baseball.
USA basketball's so global now, though. I mean,
It's global, but
Luka,
for every
but it's
But it's a team that has one or two NBA players and a bunch of, and I'm not saying they're bad. The U.S.
no. Clearly, they're very good.
the USA should run through this.
I know.
It's
not
embarrassing.
I know. It is.
The
By way,
Dream Team didn't have a game that was within 40, 50 points.
It was different, though.
But these are
the
supposed
Dream
to be-
Team is the reason
but
why
these are
basketball
supposed to
is
be
global.
stars.
They are, but they're playing together. They play like an all-star game. That's the problem. And these other teams are gunning for them, and then they have, like
You
Luka.
got young guys that are trying to make it.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's
Luka,
just so boring.
Luka said an Olympic gold would mean more to him than an NBA final.
Of course,
I agree.
And that's why it means more to those guys.
I agree.
So
I agree.
like USA, it's not what it was, when the Dream
I
Team
understand
started.
that, but
But the Dream Team
But
was
they
like
should
when no
still
one
be-
else played basketball.
there was still some good teams.
Well,
they had the one team that was really good when the Olympic,
Croatia.
the U.S. Croatia, and they kicked the fucking shit out of them.
With Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc, and they had a couple other players.
Yeah, but before the NBA, the USA team, they just did college players. Was that what it was?
Yes, and they had a couple bad beats.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was college players. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the NBA, these guys are good enough that it shouldn't be close.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't even be close games. Not a little known losing.
But is like a team? I don't know what team is doing well. Like a team from wherever Luka Doncic is from.
They're not.
They're not.
They're not. They're
Is
not. It's not a team of all-stars.
So I understand that, but are they? Do they just play with each other more?
I just think this team doesn't give a fuck.
Probably.
I think the players on this team happen to just be because of
They feel the same as everyone who's not watching the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, that's how I
really
feel.
it.
I just think they don't give a shit.
Maybe. Yeah.
But the U.S., I think, I don't know because it's the middle of the day, but like, I think they're trailing in medals as of this morning.
Well, yeah,
right?
but they don't always win in medals in some of these games. Like the winter, they don't ever win. We win gold. We win a lot of golds, but we don't. The summer's actually the one I think we usually come right in the top.
Yeah.
But the winter, there's a lot of sports that we don't come close to finishing in ever.
Now, one more thing before we go Olympics to the end.
This is an Olympic podcast.
I feel like the Olympics used to be stretched out longer. Am I wrong with
No,
that?
it's usually
no,
about,
I think it's
about a month, if
yeah.
that.
No.
It's usually
I
like
mean,
21 days.
I don't mean the time. I mean like I felt like it was like 4 years between Olympics. Or
no, it's
two every. It's four.
It's always been
summer,
that way?
winter, summer.
Why
But
is
now
it
it's only
two
one.
every season Olympics, but it's four every. So it's four every summer Olympics, but they bounce off
Like
each other.
initially, they
So
would
it's
do
two
them on the
winter,
same year,
two the
but
summer.
that's
So 2022
Okay. Way back.
summer. Wait, no, we're in 2020. So well, 2021, but the 2020 games. So the winter will be in 2022. The next summer's in 2024. The next winter's.
So
in
it's every
20.
2 years.
every 2
But
years.
Didn't it used to be 4?
It is four. They switched the like it's four between summer games.
But they
It's-
used to do
back,
4.
but back way back.
No, they
it
still
was,
didn't. They do the
No,
summer and the winter
initially-
every 2 years.
Initially,
back when?
it was summer and winter were the same year.
Why do I remember
But
being
that's
such
like,
a bigger?
but that was like in the 40s.
I never knew they did that.
Yeah, initially. I
just
watched
feel
the
like-
documentary. That's
I
the only
feel-
reason I know.
Okay, all right.
I
That
just
makes
feel like
sense.
it used to be like the '96 Olympics, and then it was like whatever.
Because
it wasn't.
the sports you care about happen
Yeah.
every 4 years.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
All right.
It's
Not only that, but so even the 2022 Olympics are going to be called the 2022 Olympics, and they're just the winter ones.
yes.
Yeah.
And then 2024 is the summer ones.
All right.
So you get what I'm saying, though? It's every 4
I
years.
get what you're saying.
Oh,
it's,
all right.
it's just like I don't know. It just felt different. Maybe it's like everything. Nostalgia. I felt it was better when I was a kid.
You were seeing it grainy and black and white. It must have been tough.
I remember watching like I'm it was a big deal. I don't know. It's weird that everybody feels the same way.
I
And
wonder if that's part of it too, is that there's just so much content. Probably. Why watch the Olympics?
No, because the Olympics, I just think I really do think a lot of it has to do with just what's going on. Like, everybody hates everybody.
Maybe I don't know. That's maybe I just don't
Is
feel
that
that
fake-
way.
A lot of sports are down
I know they're all down, but
in
is
a
that
time where they should be up because there was nothing for. You know what I mean?
is that a U.S. figure only? I'm just
yeah,
curious.
because
That's
it's
a U.S.
it's the
figure.
U.S. numbers.
Okay.
Exactly. That's why I
I was curious
say
about
it's
that.
it's the least watched in the U.S.
Yeah.
I wonder how it's doing globally.
probably
If
doing
everyone
fine.
feels the same.
No, I don't, because I don't think anybody else cares. We're the only country that year in and year out has issues with people in the flag. At least that you hear about.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, other countries have
I think
bigger
more people
issues.
just talk about that than actually.
I think
But
that's
it works though. People don't. I'm not watching the Olympics. Fuck these athletes.
How
People
many-
do that
How many people?
enough where it's noticeable in the in the ratings.
Right.
Obviously.
See, that
don't know.
doesn't bother me at all. For
It
me,
doesn't.
the thing that bothers me is that it's on at 5 a.m. and I get the update on my phone in the morning. And
Yeah,
like, why the fuck
I'm just
watch
not
it
into
then?
it. I can honestly say it has nothing to do with
That
that. for
to me makes more
See,
sense.
what Chris is saying makes more sense to me, but you're probably right.
You
I
are
don't know.
probably right.
I think it's just a mixture of everything. I don't know. It's so weird.
There's such a divide once there's a thing that hits the news, and it's like, Olympic athletes.
I get that,
You know what
but
I'm
I
saying?
think it's
People
more.
just tune off.
I think it's more talk than it is.
But it's
action.
not. It's talk, and then people are like, you know what? I don't.
No, you know what I will
There's
say?
enough other stuff to watch
Yeah.
that I don't have to watch this.
Maybe
A couple
Yeah, maybe.
people I know were like very happy that Team USA lost in soccer
Really.
because
Because everybody hates fucking Megan Rapinoe.
What does she
And-
do?
Well, all she's really doing is fighting because she's an
They just kneeled.
activist.
They kneeled for the flag. They did
Yeah,
the
they
thing.
did.
did
They
the
kneeled
thing.
for the BLM, and their big thing is they want equal pay, and they're the fucking awesome, the best team that U.S. has at a national level in any sport.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
everybody should be loving them, and people are mad because there's a couple of them who.
I tell you guys, I saw them live a couple years ago.
Yeah,
It was fucking great.
I can't believe they
What a
lost.
great
though.
experience.
But like, you should never cheer against your country. Like, it angers me.
I know it. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I don't
Because
know.
I even like the girls. They're awesome, and I don't care that a couple of them they stand like they
No,
don't.
women's
stand.
soccer
Yeah.
really does keep U.S. sports on the map internationally.
And others, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have any wins.
Yeah, truthfully.
So annoying. Ugh.
It's true
It
though.
really is so annoying. It's like everybody.
Why?
Just
What's
the,
annoying?
The politics
No,
and
I
everything.
agree.
Oh,
that
it's
is
just- it's
that is-
exhausting.
that this is a
See,
thing.
politics
Not
used to
even
be
annoying,
used in the
it's
Olympics
exhausting.
for people to make statements, and
Right,
it
I
wasn't
know,
shit
I know,
on.
I
And
know,
now
I know.
people get turned off by
I
it.
know. It's just
I just
annoying.
think it's a
just
difference.
annoying.
On a positive note, did you guys see the Tunisian guy who won the swimming
No.
thing? Great video if you can find it on YouTube or any social media, I guess. Tunisian kid wins. I can't remember which swimming race, but they pan to his family who's watching it. And Tunisia, if you don't know right now, is like in a horrible political crisis. Like the
Right.
country's being overthrown.
What's going on? 'Cause
His
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Other countries
But
have
his
real
family
issues.
is
Yeah.
like cheering louder than anyone ever. And this guy was like the last favorite to win.
That's
Like there was
cool.
almost no chance, and he won.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What
So,
was that?
Heartwarming. Tunisian guy won something with
Swimming?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, that's why I love the Olympics.
That's what's cool about the Olympics. Watching
And those
that,
are like
yeah.
countries that are actually going through something.
Yes.
We're not going through anything. We're having
Yeah.
political beefs that aren't over idealistic fucking nonsense.
No, it's all over
Yeah.
Facebook. It's none of it's even real.
Yeah, it's not even real.
It's not even real.
And this country, you know what I'm saying? This guy's sitting there trying to win for his country that's going through the fucking ringer.
Yeah.
It's just it's ridiculous.
Ugh. All right. Make
But-
me depressed.
I've actually
Olympics.
watched some really good stuff, and I know I don't. I just want to jump out and do my picks real quick. If
Wait, are
that's
you,
okay.
Are we
on your
wrapping
picks
up the
already?
show?
I'm not trying to wrap it up. I just want to shoot my picks.
What are we on? Like 45 minutes?
Not even.
No, Jesus Christ.
Well,
Are
because
you doing your picks in the middle now?
no, it's a pick from last week that I just want to reiterate to everybody to go watch. Dark Side of the '90s.
Okay.
I just think it's so awesome. And the last episode was on the Viper Room, and it's like I was telling you about Joaquin Phoenix.
Who?
About Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, we got it right.
I got
he
it
never
right.
says
Juan Phoenix.
He never says Joaquin Phoenix name right.
And it's where River Phoenix died.
Joaquin.
But it's just a great episode, and I really wanted to push that out there again. I couldn't hold it.
You couldn't hold that.
Well,
in?
HBO is very happy that you did that. So.
It's not from HBO.
Oh, well, whatever.
It's on Vice. The band.
The joke is
He-
the same.
Same joke. Up in
Oh,
Vice.
so what's going on with you?
Nothing.
Something's going on
Nothing's
with you.
going
You're
on
on
with
your
me.
way out again. I feel it.
Oh, yeah. We talked about this a couple episodes ago, I think.
Yeah.
I'm
We have
leaving,
one episode left with you?
I'm leaving in a week and a half.
A week and a half.
Oh,
Didn't
so
it-
it is only one
Yeah.
episode.
One more episode.
Exactly. Doesn't it feel
I
fast?
thought we talked about this.
It is so quick. This has only been, what, a month of you here?
A month and a couple days.
You're absolutely right. But I felt like we had you until the end of August.
Who said that ever?
I did feel like we had him for longer.
Right. It just felt that way.
No.
So where
No,
you,
I
where
would have
you
been
going
leaving.
to?
Actually, I was going to be leaving the 5th, but the 8th was a lot cheaper, so I did that.
Okay.
Where are you going again?
Going to the Czech Republic.
CR.
Can be there for a month,
CR.
and then we'll see. The old CR.
Yeah.
Be there for a month, and then we'll see.
So you have no plans to where the next place is?
This is an open-ended vacay?
No, we stopped planning too far ahead because you can't really with COVID. Honestly, still with COVID, you
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
So we stopped planning
They're
ahead.
saying the numbers and people are masking up again, that the numbers are rising. Is
Well,
that COVID
they
or is
just
that the new
announced today
stuff?
I think
you got to wear a
picking
mask
up, yeah.
inside again in some places.
Yeah. It's
I
picking
gotta
up
start
again.
bringing my mask. Is it
I
COVID
don't
or
even
is
know
it
where
the
the
new
fuck.
thing?
I don't know where all my masks went.
I saw
lost all of
masks
them.
around here. I don't know. I'm like
I'm having trouble putting back a mask on.
I know it's hard to put that
I kind
thing
of don't
back
want to.
on.
I got the shot.
You know.
That's what I'm saying.
I literally came home for the shot.
I know.
For them
you know
to
what
just
it is?
be like, never mind.
I think people are
not
getting
happy
it that
about
had the vaccine,
Yeah.
but they're like they're struggling. I know a few people that already got it after with the vaccine, but they're like, yeah, and they shrugged
I
it off.
had
But it's mostly
COVID.
people that are getting tested every day. So we could have it right now, but we're not getting tested. You know what I mean? So I think the people that like me and Chick, we're all vaxxed.
You probably just shrug it off like a cough.
And you probably wouldn't notice, but it seems to me that the people that get tested all the time, like for their job, whatever it is, they're the ones that it's oh yeah, you do.
See,
have
now
it.
what I'm wondering is, I had COVID and got the vaccines. I
Right.
should be fine, right?
Well, you just got the vaccine. You're fucking.
Yeah, I
you're
think
no,
not
I'm
you're
even-
14
okay.
days as of a couple days ago.
That's
so
my
I'm good.
point. Is so
Yeah,
you're
but
good
I
for
think-
at
I'm
least a few
good,
months.
and
think
I
you're
had
good.
it, so I should be fine.
You should be.
I think it's we all should be fine that we had it.
I
think
don't
it's
even
just
want to test. I never want to. I want to never
I
want to take
know.
one of those tests again in my life.
I get it,
I
but
had 55 of those tests. I'm done.
yeah, you had a lot.
It's over.
I feel like
I've
a
actually
lot of
taken a bunch of them, not
I've
as many
had
as you.
so
but it's
many
something.
of those
you were
fucking
taking them.
I've taken a bunch.
I breathe so clearly
Yeah,
because of how many of those tests I've
yeah.
had.
You have a bulldozer going through your nose
I'm
every.
so done
well,
with it.
it's nothing like that test for my throat because they go through your nose on that.
Well, we'll get to that in a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
We'll get to that in a
Yeah.
minute because I got to
Yeah,
hear about that.
I want to hear that.
But I'm not thrilled about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a whole whatever. I'm so this is what we're
Now-
gonna live with this forever.
Forever.
Seems-
And now
I-
you guys both
I'm
didn't.
like done.
You
It is
both
what it
didn't
is.
have COVID. Are you at all concerned with the new
No,
thing?
I'm
No.
not.
I am so past concern
Good.
on when it comes to COVID. It's,
glad.
It's beyond.
I'm at the point where I'm like, yeah, I'll probably get it. Like,
It's a
Even the shots too. It's like, all right, when's my next shot?
yeah, I'll do a booster.
dude. Give me a booster right
I'm
now.
fine with a booster. I
That's
don't
what I'm
care.
saying. I'll keep taking the boosters. I'm just
Give
so
me a
over it. I'm not
booster.
putting a mask back on.
Oh my god.
I've been in places with a ton of people. I'm back in the city the last few weeks. So like, yeah, I'm like, if it comes to me, it comes to me, and hopefully it doesn't get me in the bad way. You know what I mean?
yeah.
God, I hope it doesn't. But it's like, I don't know. I've done everything I can. I've
How
done
exhausting! It's
Yeah.
so exhausting.
It is
It
what
is.
it is. From everybody I've spoke to though that have gotten they've gotten the vaccine. It's like, yeah, I tested, but I'm fine. It's a matter. They would if they didn't go out of their way. Everybody I talked to didn't go out of their way to get tested because they felt bad. It was a matter of chance that because of their job they got tested,
Now,
and that's how they found out.
If you have the vaccine and you test positive, do you have to isolate?
Yeah, I would imagine.
yeah,
You
yeah.
still got to say
Just
the
because you
same.
don't want to, because
Yeah, you don't
who
want to
knows-
give it to anybody
you know,
else.
everybody, you could run into somebody that's not good.
Yeah,
You know?
but at this point, if you don't have the vaccine, you kind of.
I know, but there's certain people.
Well, do you
don't
see
know.
what they're doing with the NFL and the vaccine? If you are vaccinated, okay, so if you have the vaccination and you get COVID, they will make arrangements to not, for the team, and they would postpone a game if they
Right.
had to. But they're basically saying if you're a player who's not vaxxed and you get COVID, there will be no roster Basically,
Dude,
it doesn't matter.
I think that's super fair.
I do too.
I think that's super fair, and I feel
They're not
this way.
forcing
That
you to
doesn't
get.
bother me at all.
I
They're
feel
not
this way
forcing
in
you
life
to get
also.
it. They're saying if you don't want to go above and beyond to stop it, then we're not going to go above and beyond to cater to your team if you get it.
I feel that
And
way
that, I think, is
in
totally
real life
fair.
also. If you didn't get it by now, you clearly don't want it, and that's fine. But why do I have to put a mask back on?
Exactly. I agree.
Roll the dice. If you want to get it, get it.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a certain amount of people that whatever health reasons they have, whatever they're going through personally,
I think that's the minority, though.
maybe, but
It
it's
is
like,
the minority.
Maybe,
Most
but,
of the people not getting it aren't not getting it because of health reasons.
Yeah.
They're
maybe.
getting it because they
All right,
think
yeah,
they know
maybe
better.
you're right. You never know.
You like
I-
to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't.
I know, but
And for those few people,
Because
Sure,
most people with
I
medical
understand.
conditions are jumping to get it, so they don't have to worry.
of course. But I don't know everybody's situations. I'm
No.
sure there's a situation where we go, oh, that makes sense that you couldn't do this. So
Yeah, I get it, but that's very. I think that's so much few and far between compared to the
You're right.
majority who aren't
you're
getting
right.
it.
You're right.
I did get shit faced this weekend.
what?
Why is it always not with me?
B, I've never, Chick, I've never
What
seen
is
you drunk.
We're not really good friends. I'm learning this.
No,
What's
you just
happening?
only hang out with comics.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. And your two best friends,
Us?
Yeah, who?
Noah and BB.
I barely see those guys anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway,
No, that's not true. I see
I
them
went
all-
to my buddy's annual pig roast / beer games.
the one you were going to invite me to.
The
You
one
were
that,
invited
from
to
the
it.
epic
You didn't
picture of
invite me.
last year.
Yes, I did. I told you about this months ago
Did you remind
because
us?
it's been around for a while.
When was it?
It was on Saturday.
I was on vacation.
I had nothing to do. You could have invited me. I
All
could have
right.
been your B.
B, I told you about this.
You went in December?
No, but whatever. Either way,
No, January.
Had the
fuck.
games. We didn't win, me and my partner, but another great year in the books. And I drank a 12-pack of the Arnold Palmer Italian, the lemonade iced tea things, and they were flowing.
So gross.
And a couple Jello shots. Felt great. And I didn't throw up.
Good. All right.
That's
I
surprising.
usually don't throw up, but I don't when I eat a lot and I do all this
No,
stuff.
but those Arnold Palmers are strong.
By the way, you didn't hang out with your family that day?
Well, that was the only day.
That was the
I
day.
hung out with them at night, but not during the day. I hung out with my brother at night, not during the day.
Colors
This was an event that's a yearly, an
through.
annual thing we do every year.
I
I'm never missing it.
Wow. So was mine.
My
okay.
parents weren't thrilled.
Wow. All right. Listen,
He doesn't
I
have
get it.
shows that often, but that's okay.
Yeah.
He's got shows plenty, and I
Not
see him
like
all the
that.
time.
That's my headlining show. But all right. We'll
It was
agree
his
to
first
disagree.
headliner.
And that was the first day he came in. I don't feel guilty about any of my decisions this weekend.
And I won't either. The way I think about you, I won't feel guilty. Piece of garbage. So, anything else with your little?
Unfortunately, nothing crazy happened this year as far as, like, last year I had the kick that went around, the pitcher that went around the world, and, some other events. But it was a relatively seamless, fun time.
That was what? That's something crazy to you that you kicked the ball.
No, the
No,
pitcher.
you remember the picture
you remember
of
the
him
picture
kicking the ball?
of me kicking the ball that stopped on me, and it looked like
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah.
was
yeah.
an
we
epic
had
pho- it's an
T-shirts
epic
made.
photo.
It was an
do
epic
remember
photo.
That. I do remember that. Yes.
So yeah, that is something.
That is
was
something. You're right. I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I do remember
but
that. Oh.
see, you fucked up because you should have had another epic photo this year.
Yeah.
It's not. That was so. The chances of taking that photo
No,
like that.
but you should do something like swimming.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That should be
We
your
should
new
get an
thing.
epic photo of Chick every year.
Every year you do something
I
athletic.
was lounging in the pool like a fat bastard. By
That
the
could
end
have
of the
been a
last
photo.
4 hours, I don't think I got out of the pool.
What's wrong with that? That's a good
there
photo.
you go.
Oh, it was beautiful. There is a photo of me in the pool, but it's not funny.
I think it's funny. I'm sure it is. Anything with
Do
you.
you want to know what's funny?
Yes.
Is my buddy's girlfriend comes up to me,
Uh-huh.
and I get there, shirt comes off, doesn't come back on. I'm wearing my
Right.
bathing suit, in and out of the pool, playing games. But, my physique isn't exactly, I'm not getting
Isn't
double.
exactly what?
Like,
Good?
yeah.
Great.
Good looking. Like, so
Average.
my buddy's girlfriend
Yeah.
comes up to me and goes, "Oh, hey, chick, what's going on?" I'm like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She's like, "I wish I had your confidence." And I said, "Oh, why's that? Because I should have a shirt on, you're saying? I shouldn't be hanging out without a shirt?"
Backhanded compliment.
That's what I said. I go, "Thank
Yeah.
you for the backhanded compliment." Now, I'm just busting. I really don't care, but
Right.
I'm just busting her balls. She's like, "I didn't mean it like that." But that's the kind of compliments I get.
Yeah.
It's
that's
like,
good.
"Oh, I wish I had your confidence." I'm like, thank you
Wish
for
I
telling
had
me
your
I'm fat and I should have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I can't disagree.
Oh, kiss my ass.
I can't either. So, I did win that roast battle, by the way.
That's mind-boggling to me.
Me too.
What was your joke? Give me one of your jokes.
I said Tom is like the human version of truck nuts. The only way he'll ever be funny is if we tie him to the back of a pickup truck. This works in if you
Oh, yeah?
saw the person.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, roast
You
jokes
got-
will
you got
never
another
work.
one, or-
They'll never work if you don't
Yeah,
see
but
the
some
person.
jokes you could be like, "Oh, that's funny. I just didn't." All right.
Um,
Was his jokes just terrible about you?
no, I think I had good jokes.
No, him about you though. Like, what did he say about you?
They were fine, but I had better jokes.
But what did he say? I want to know what.
I don't even remember. At one point, dude, honestly, I
Or you
don't
seeing
remember.
red?
How embarrassed? Not embarrassed. Uncomfortable were you up there?
By my second joke, I knew I had him. By the third joke, I knew I had him.
I knew
By
I
that
had
truck
him.
note, that joke, the truck nuts, it was over. That works in like you
I
can't.
get it.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I get it.
I had a thing about he wears metal shirts all the time, so I said Tom wears a lot of metal shirts that show his favorite band name on them, but to us they look like sayings that describe his personality, like Tool, blah blah blah, whatever. And then I goes, he also wears metal shirts that his parents wish are his personality, like aborted fetus. Yeah. So it's stuff like that.
Good. Yeah, I got a couple. Got a good one.
Yeah,
That's funny.
I think, and then he had like a joke at the end that was What the hell? I said if he looks like Wolverine, if his only power, if his only superpower was sexual assault, stuff like that. And
But
then,
what did he come at you with? Is what
dude, I don't remember. So it was.
That's what's. I just wanted to know
I
what
think
he
he
said
said
about
one.
you.
And I could be saying this. I think he said. I don't know. He told me a joke afterwards that he thought would. So you do 5 jokes each. I literally wrote like 10 to 12 jokes the night before, and I had like ideas, but like I finally wrote them out, and I felt like okay. I was like, all right, they're decent. So you do 5 jokes each, and then the audience will like, all right, this person, and the audience claps and be like, and it's audience vote, right? So when we did that, I got the claps. He didn't get anything. I'll be honest. Tom didn't get anything. He's a great comic, but he didn't get much that night. And he had good jokes. So Tom, afterwards, he goes, I had a joke. He had like a kidney transplant joke that he was going to save for the fine, for like, if we were a tie. And he didn't use it. And he should have used it earlier. Should have used it earlier. Because I used my better stuff early, and he didn't.
Yeah, you got to get on him quick.
And then I think his last joke didn't do well, and I just said another thing that is not – it's so generic. I said, Tom's not gay. It's only his jokes that suck dick, which like works. In that moment, it worked. These things work in that moment.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They don't work on a here, but like it just worked. And
are you going to do another one?
I was so stressed about it. And then this is the other thing that killed me. So I went up first in the roast, and then the 2 guys that were hosting said, all right, so the winners are going to sit on this couch and now become judges, which I didn't think was going to be a thing. And so I had to sit there, and now the next 2 comics were my buddies, and I had to like, who do you want to win?
It is what it is.
I get it, and but I also like. It's just I'm not good
You're
with that.
You're such a neutral. Like
I
if 2
am.
of my friends went up, and I'd be like, "Listen, you got beat."
I get that, but it wasn't even like one beat them so much.
It is what it is, though. They have to understand that you're picking. You know what I mean?
I get that, but it wasn't even then. They didn't even go to the crowd. They were just like, "What do you think?" Because I was the first one up there, so it was really it threw me off, and I didn't like. And eventually, the host were like, the host eventually threw me off the couch because they're like, "You're just too nice to the contestants." And I was like, "Good, I'm done. I don't want to be mean to these people."
You gotta.
Then you write roast jokes.
I'm not good at any writing.
I mean, you gotta, but then do it.
Well, you're the comic. I'm not a comic.
So what? I'm not a comic that's mean.
Yeah, that's true.
I talk about myself. I roast myself. Okay?
You should have went up there and be-rabbited fucking and just made fun of yourself.
I did that once. I told that was the first roast I ever did. I opened doing like they wanted me to do a set of
and you wrote.
and I roasted
Weren't
myself.
we there?
What? You might have been there.
Was that at that?
Well, it's hard to figure out most shows. He's just sitting there making fun of himself.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But it was most. I just did like 5 minutes of roasting myself. But yeah, whatever. I won the damn. I won my roast. So somehow.
Good for you.
I was
You had a
happy
good
with
week.
it. I was happy with it. People like the jokes. So.
All right. I would like to do my picks now because I don't have anything else that went on.
Dude, can I just tell you guys one more thing?
Sure.
I was telling Chris. So last night, I'm at this awful open mic in Bethpage, and I texted you guys.
Oh fuck yeah! I gotta hear about this.
Tim Dillon shows up.
Oh, that's right. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, like, if you don't know Tim Dillon, look him up. He's a lunatic. He's from Long Island. So,
One of my favorite comics at the moment.
yeah,
for sure.
So check him out. He's a nut. I don't know if he'll talk about that night on his podcast, but it's possible. So we're at this place, One Eye Jack's. It's in Bethpage. It's a real shithole of a place. All right. It's a Long Island staple of an open mic. But if you ever walked in there, you'd be like, "What am I doing?"
It's a literal shithole.
Yeah. What am I doing? But it's a good mic. You know what I mean? Like you do good stuff over there. So anyway,
Mike made me quit comedy.
that did make you quit comedy, and which it probably does a
Really?
lot of people. Yeah.
Is it that bad?
Mike made me quit comedy.
Because it was a kind of mic where it's like, if you're not willing to do this here, then you're out. Yeah, that did.
That was the one that was like,
Yeah.
oh, and you're
like,
over.
oh, I don't want to.
No, I
I
don't
don't
wanna
want to
do
do this. To me, I'm like, good. This is where I'm going to do it every night.
Like, oh, no, this isn't.
I'm going to be in a dingy place and just work on jokes here.
Yeah. No.
So we're sitting there, and the place faces like the outside window, and it's the door. It's like an apartment door, and it's got that half moon like window through it. Like that's how closed off it is. So Christian Hahn turns to me. He's like, "Is that Tim Dillon looking through the window?" So Tim Dillon is like got his face up against like this door window. This those half moon.
Yeah, we got
windows?
it. You mentioned.
I'm
that.
like, yeah, that's him, which is crazy. It's like he's huge now, Long Island guy, but this guy's huge. So like, yeah, what is he doing? So 10 minutes later, he comes through the back, and we're like, oh my god, he's Tim Dillon is here. To like, I don't know what he's gonna do. The host like said, yeah, he's gonna maybe hang out for a little bit. He stayed for like 3 comics, and it ended with him like looking agitated at his friend. He's like, I can't, I had to leave, and he walked out.
I wonder if he wanted to do a set and maybe.
I don't know. That's what I would like to know, but because it was like it was early in the mic, and nobody ever does well over there. Like, if you've ever been there, nobody crushes.
No, nobody.
It was
Maybe
still daylight.
He just like heard about it as an open mic, and then he was like, maybe I'll do it. And
I
then
think
got
he-
there and was like,
Right.
I think he needed material for his podcast.
I have 2 theories. I think one, he was like, maybe if it looks decent, I'll get up and do a set, and then I'll make fun of it on my podcast. Or 2, maybe I'll just watch it and see what it's like, and also make fun of it on my podcast. I think he's looking for material.
I can't wait. His Patreon episode comes out tonight. I pay for his Patreon.
You do pay. All right.
I'll let you know if he talks about it, 'cause I cannot wait.
I don't think he will, because he was only there for maybe 20 minutes, something like that. Maybe even less. Like he's.
But maybe he was so disgusted in that 20 minutes where he's got to.
I know. I'm really excited to see what he's
Part
like.
of me is like.
Long
So
Island
this is the other
comics.
thing. On Mondays over there, we do like this no material Monday. So you go up and you just do like, whatever you think could be a joke, right? It's brutal. So I had like 3 ideas for no material Monday, and then once he came, I was like, I'm doing my best stuff. Maybe he'll see me, and then he left, and I was like, all right, back to no
Dude, he's
material
gay
Monday.
and like your age, so you might have been like, "Oh, this guy's
Yeah,
kind of
right.
nice." This bear.
So yeah, it was very interesting to say the least to see Tim Dillon at the Long Island. But he has dropped in there before, and he has talked about Long Island comedy in his last podcast, which was hilarious.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll mention that.
Yeah,
Yeah, last time he did it, he talked about going to Shakers with what's his name?
with Evan.
Yeah, with Evan.
Yeah,
And dude, it was so funny.
Dude,
like having the perspective of knowing that
of
guy,
knowing who these people are. Yes.
you're like, oh, this is like rolling on the floor laughing.
So that's why a part of me is like, I'm glad like I didn't go up, and if he does rip it on his podcast about this, I'm like, good. I'm glad he's not. I don't want to be a part of him talking about something that I was up on. You know what I mean? The last thing I need for my confidence is Tim Dillon to be like, there was this one guy, bald, fat, and he's talking about this. I know you guys would love
that
it.
would have been the greatest thing to ever happen. I would isolate
been
that
brutal for
clip
me.
and play it.
I know. It would have been good for
It
our
would be
podcast.
my ringtone.
I know.
Listen, first of all, it would have been amazing for our podcast.
It would have
you
been
remember
fun
what
for
he
him.
did to that one dude?
Yes, definitely. But, he wouldn't have had my name and all. But, yeah, so that was an interesting thing that happened last night with that.
I told B he should have thrown water in his face or something just to be remembered.
Just to be remembered. Yeah. He could have probably had me killed. How much does he make on his Patreon?
A lot.
$2 million
It's a lot. It's
a
like
month.
200,000 a month.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the other thing. When you see a guy like, I've been listening to these other podcasts where people are like, yeah, I've been staying in Tim Dillon's mansion for
Yes.
the last week.
I heard that
And
like
he's just on
Ari
Long Island.
Shafir is like staying in his house. And, like,
Yeah.
Ari Shafir is a very successful comic.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm staying at Tim's house.
Right. And we're just sitting in maybe one of the dingiest bars on Long Island.
There is something to that, though, just in general, when like someone either really famous or really successful walks into a room where you're like, oh, yes, things have changed.
Dude, I'll tell you, everybody that knew he was there tightened up.
Of course.
And was
Yeah.
like, "Gotcha.
Things have changed.
Tim Dillon's here.
Things have
That's
changed."
weird. And then when he left, the host was like, all right, well, so-and-so just made, you just walked Tim Dillon. Congratulations. And then at the end, people in the front were like, wait, was that true? Was Tim Dillon actually here? Because he snuck through the back.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Was he the one who no-showed you?
He no-showed me for, well, he canceled on the Croxley
Remember
show.
we talked shit about him for like 2 whole episodes?
Yes, and then
he
he
my
did-
favorite comic.
and then he
That's
did,
what I was thinking.
then he like reached out to me and did my QED show
Yes,
in
that's
Queens.
right.
So he redeemed everything. He was like, hey, like he was
He
super
didn't
cool.
redeem everything, but he's big, so you had to let him redeem himself.
Well, yeah, but even,
No, I remember even at the time, I wanted to hate him because
Yeah.
he fucked over B.
He did.
Yeah.
So I wanted to hate him so bad, and then I started listening to a show, and I was like,
And he's too funny, and
he's
it's-
really fucking funny.
I
didn't.
can hate him for us.
But he redeemed. The fact that he messaged me when he
I
was
know,
already
I
big
know.
enough and was like, "I'm going to do your awful show on Sunday, going against Game of Thrones." You know,
tough.
it was. He showed face there.
All
Apologize.
right,
so-
fair enough. We'll apologize. We'll
I'll
forgive
be
Tim
okay
Dillon.
with it. He has no idea who I am. So what? You got picks?
I got 3 good picks.
You're itching for picks today. You're like on the.
Just one of my favorite shows just came back out.
I feel like you want to start with your picks today.
I
You're-
would've.
You just want to come on here.
You were
and tell
you were full pick.
Yeah.
I would have talked about TV this whole episode.
He
if
walked
you
in
let
the
me.
door with his phone out like this.
Yeah.
He was.
So, The Dark Side of the 90s, my pick from last week. Great show. I really highly fucking pushed that on
You already
people.
did that in the middle.
I know. But there was this great documentary on Woodstock 99.
Yes.
You saw it?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched half of it.
What did you think?
I
only watched
enjoyed it,
half
but I
of
didn't
it.
watch enough to
The
like.
second half,
yeah.
it's like, oh.
Wait, I thought it was like a few episodes.
No. Okay, so it's called Music Box.
Okay.
And they're doing a series of documentaries.
HBO.
HBO. The rest aren't coming out, I don't think, until fall. I already looked them up to see
Oh,
what they're going to
okay,
be
all
on.
right.
Some of the stories I wasn't thrilled. Like, I thought there were going to be other ones. But whatever. They kicked it off with Woodstock 99.
Yeah.
Now, for those of you who remember Woodstock 99, this wasn't the one with the rain. That was 94. This was the one with Limp Bizkit, Korn, Rage, DMX, where the place wound up being on fire and tons of rapes were fucking filed after it. It was an absolute
This
disaster.
wasn't the one with the rain. It was the one with the
Jesus.
rapes.
Yeah, this is an absolute disaster shit show. And it goes into like pretty good detail about that whole weekend. And they have interviews from the promoter's side point of view and then like the realistic people's point of view.
Yes.
And it was so good.
All right.
It really was so good.
Is it like a fire festival type of thing where it's like
Different
No.
than that because
No.
it was
Just
Woodstock still.
This was a legit
They did it in
concert
like Rome,
with
Utica too.
legit had like people at the time.
okay?
The problem was they oversold water. They didn't like there was a crazy
They oversold water.
like the price. So
Oh,
people
so they're like gouged.
yeah, but they it was weird because it's $4 for a bottle of water, which is expensive, but they said it was the same price as
Today
beer.
it's a bargain, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. They
I was
said
gonna say, have you been to Warped Tour in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
But it
$7,
was-
This is
$8 bucks for
99,
a
it
water.
was
Yeah.
done so it was made so poorly, like the commune for like showers and it was just
Right.
they described it. Somebody said the Hitler's concentration camps were built better. Like there was so many. The people were just shitting on the whole, like just the way it was set up. It was.
And they didn't have Limp Bizkit. So.
Yeah, they didn't have Limp Bizkit, and the people were dancing around like they cut the plumbing so they can get water out of like some of the piping.
Oh,
Oh, good.
And
That's
it,
smart.
And it was like near the porta potties, and they wound up overflowing.
Oh,
and then it was
Christ.
just, they said people thought it was mud, but it was really mud and shit.
Oh,
and there's
God.
pictures of everybody filled in it, just like smiling for the camera. Fucking,
Oh.
dude, it was a shit show, and it was just, like it was just
Quite
a
literally,
great
yeah.
documentary to watch.
All right, yeah. 'Cause I came home one night late and I heard about it and I watched it and I'm
Dude, go back to
I
it
have-
though.
I'll
Just
go
make sure
back.
you finish it. It
I
was
watched
so
it
good.
late at night and I fell asleep.
Power. I
You
know
love Power.
But this is now Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. It's the third series attached to this show. And this one is a prequel, and it's awesome. It's shaping up to be better than the other two.
Okay.
That's how I'll say it. So That's
What
on,
is that on?
That's on Stars. That's
Stars.
50 Cent
Who
show.
the fuck gets Stars?
I pay for Stars
He loves
for
this
that
show.
show.
People love it. I mean, it's not.
Dude, the writer, I'm just convinced this writer is fantastic because she has nailed every season of the first show, the first season of the second show, and like they're all awesome, just well written. I'm a big fan of this lady's.
Okay.
And the third one is Serengeti 2.
Oh my God! Can I just
Didn't you-
interrupt? He had texted us so many. Serengeti 2 is out.
I was gonna say.
And I'm like, what is Serengeti 1? What is?
You guys don't remember that
You don't.
show last year?
He's gonna say the same thing. He
No, this
texted
is what
us
you
a
said
week
last
ago.
week too.
Yeah.
But I told you guys I didn't.
You didn't say it on the show, but you did tell us about it.
Yes. Serengeti 2.
This new show, Serengeti 2.
Serengeti 2.
The
You
first
remember
one,
Serengeti 1
it's about all the animals.
Who cares?
with the animals?
Dude, it's like a discovery. There's a lot of people who love watching these animals hunt and pillage and just go through their shit.
The only animal I like to
The
watch
animals
pillage
like
is you.
me.
Yeah.
Tigers, lions, hyenas, elephants.
We have our own zoo animal in front of us
Yeah.
right now that we like to watch.
Why don't you go pillage something over there?
It's on
Please.
Discovery Plus.
Hunt something.
And it's fucking phenomenal.
What is it called?
Serengeti 2.
I hate that.
Serengeti.
That's the other thing. He would sing. He would.
Is that like the intro to the show?
Yes.
Okay.
He
Do
was
you
like.
remember last year I was telling you how it was like a
I
drama show?
I don't remember, but I'm sure you were telling us about
Yes.
That's exact. He called me up out of the blue. He's like, "You don't remember Serengeti?" With his awful voice, Serengeti.
it. With his fucking cancer throat,
yeah.
he's like,
oh, with his polyp-filled
yeah,
voice,
tell us
yelling.
about this.
Oh, yeah. So I went back for my follow-up last week.
Yeah.
This
Throats-
is pick number 4, by the way.
Yeah.
Throat
this
is
is the
still
doctor's
good.
pick.
Throat's good. Well, not good.
It's not good.
Nothing's
Don't
good.
say that. It's not
worse.
good.
It's the same.
It doesn't sound great.
So they want me. I'm going to be going to voice therapy soon.
Therapy.
They said I don't know how to talk properly.
well,
They
we
said
knew
my
that.
whole life.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's obvious.
In other words, they're talking about like your inflection, your grammar, your.
No, they're talking about
Oh.
my how loud I am and how I'm very rough on my voice.
Yeah.
So
you do.
in
talk-
other words, they were saying it's understandable how your podcast has audio issues because you talk
Yeah.
and then you're like.
Yeah. There's definitely you don't. There's
You-
something with the way you do
You
talk.
do, and you have trouble controlling the volume.
Kiss my ass.
Just tell your therapist
I
to
know I'm
still work it
loud.
out.
Now you're just.
You want me to do a fourth pick, or you guys want to
That
show
was
We
up?
your-
didn't want a
no,
third.
that
but,
was your
you know,
fourth pick.
Go on.
Me is my.
You
I'm
buried
the
your
fourth pick.
third. You buried your third with Serengeti 2. Live with
Serengeti
that.
was my.
always-
No,
he always
that's a
had-
great one.
Can I just say
I won't do a fourth one then.
Good. A lot of times he's
wanna
like,
kick
should
you.
I quit doing the picks? And part of me is like, they're great. I like them, but I think a lot of times you set your whole podcast on the picks, and it like your brain can only handle one thing. It seems.
I haven't had anything else go
I
on.
also
There wasn't
do
much to talk
feel-
about with my brother. I did get the voice check, but there was nothing alarming. I have a video, but it's nothing to talk about.
I
have a
also do
video.
feel 3
I
picks.
wanna show you guys.
3 picks might be a lot.
It's a lot.
Who has time?
I just throw
There's
them
so
out
many
there. People
stuff.
could always go back and look at my shit.
What are you watching on TV? What's good on TV is today's version of How's the Weather. I mean, let's be serious.
I know.
But what do you have a video or something?
So my doctor, remember I
Oh,
showed
you're
you.
gonna show me your throat? I don't want to.
Yeah, do you remember I showed you the voice box? I'm
I'm
not going to show you right now.
I'm good.
But my
Don't ever.
doctor let me look at it again.
His throat looks
So I
disgusting
videoed it
compared
this
to
time
other
so
throats.
he shows it.
So we could show it.
So that's it. I'll show you guys after the show.
That's it?
You want to post it on the Instagram?
No, we don't need to.
Come
post
on,
that.
let's post it on the.
Why bring it up?
because
if
it's
we're
a
not gonna
video
The
post
of my
fans
doctor
need to
talking.
know
All
what
right,
the
so
inside
look.
of that throat looks like.
You want me to hear? You want you guys want me to play it so
Yeah,
they
you
can
might as
listen
well.
to
We
my
brought it up.
Yeah.
they can listen to my.
I'm sorry we're
At
making
this point, you might as well do it.
All right, I'm getting
As
to
he
it.
scrolls through his confirmation pictures.
Oh God.
What was that? Baptism.
Those are the pigs.
Went a real slide.
A lot
Those
of
are the
family
pigs.
pictures.
Take more family photos.
This is the weekend I had, bro. I had a great weekend. Look at my
He's
nephews.
going back.
Look at this guy. This is an actual podcast that you're
I
trying
know,
to entertain.
dude. I'm
people.
scrolling
This is
through
insane.
it.
This is what I'm saying. Instead of looking at
shit.
Front, back, left, right. So
jeez.
right vocal fold, left vocal fold are right over here, okay? So your mouth is up here.
It looks like a
nose is
vagina.
all the way up here.
Yeah.
So this is down here in your throat. This is where you swallow, is where you breathe and speak. And I want to call attention to the fact that most people's vocal folds will actually look like that.
Okay, so
Nice and
mine's...
clean and straight. And yours look like a
looks
mess.
so
No, I'm just kidding. So you get these two little polyps.
Me and
right
my
over
doctor
here,
got a good
1 and
rapport.
2, okay, so what happens is when you go to use your vocal folds, they should close together.
Oh, no.
And vibrate against each other. So when you're vibrating
Looks like
against
the inside of a pussy.
ups are vibrating against each other. Okay?
Yep.
They're not allowing the vocal folds to close up. And so you get this little gap right over here, all right?
So that's
And
what's
on
wrong
top
with my voice.
Dude, and we have to post this now because we talked about it.
How many people are? If you listen to that,
His vocal, just B can't even see it because of the angle. His vocal cords look way worse than what it's supposed to look like.
They're not good.
Like, I'm not a doctor, and that's not good.
He's telling me,
Wait.
he's explaining it to me. I'm going to
I'm
show you
gonna
the
say-
pictures coming up of it.
Well, yeah, where's the?
none of his folds look good. I think this podcast is over.
Oh my God!
See how
Yeah,
much bigger it is?
This is over. But you need to post that video.
I will.
you need to post that, and you need to recognize that yours is a lot worse than everyone else's.
Well, that's one person's.
And well,
That's one
he
person.
did say this is what it's supposed to look like. So
All right, guys.
it's I got polyps. Well, I mean, you guys are we know there's something wrong. I'm in the process of getting it
I
fixed.
didn't see it in person.
guys, he's got polyps. If you made it this far,
He's got polyps.